Can I practice speaking by myself? What if I have social anxiety and don't want to chat with anyone? I've been pondering this question many times. The answer is, of course, you can, because I'm an introverted person myself. There are times when I don't feel like talking to anyone, not even in my native Chinese. So, I've tried various methods to practice English speaking on my own. Today, I'll share you 5 tips on how I practice speaking with myself. The number one is daily shadowing on YouTube. Every day, I shadow YouTube videos to practice pronunciation and intonation. As your pronunciation improves, you will gain more confidence in speaking English. The key is to choose a video you like, watch it repeatedly, and read along with it. If you can't keep up, pause the video after each sentence and repeat yourself. I've been following this practice for a few years. While my pronunciation may not be perfectly native, it has improved significantly compared to before. I think the best part is you can do this practice entirely on your own, without the need for interaction with others. In the beginning, you can read along with subtitles, and later, challenge yourself by shadowing without them. Do it every day, and muscle memory will build up, and you may even find that you can blurt out a few sentences when you try to express yourself. Number 2 is read aloud in English every day. Read aloud English content regularly, whether it's browsing Twitter, Facebook, or reading English books. When you imitate the pronunciation, your tone and intonation will easily resemble that of a native speaker due to the reference of the original sound. However, speaking without reference can be a bit challenging. You need to discern where to pause, where to rise or fall in pitch, all relying on your own judgment. English has rhythmic quality, and when you speak solo, you have to discover that rhythm independently. This practice can hone our language intuition, and the rhythm of pauses can also aid in memory retention. Therefore, I recommend combining reading aloud with shadowing. For example, open a YouTube video and shadow it in the morning, and read a short passage of English sentence before bedtime while reading a book. Shadowing is like learning to ride a bicycle when someone is supporting you from behind, providing stability. You just need to pedal forward. Reading aloud is like when supporting person lets go. You practice steering and navigate on your own, integrating and comprehending. So both are indispensable. Number 3 is practice topics on angle. After practicing shadowing and reading aloud for a while, transition to practicing topics and formulating sentences independently. I personally use a website called Angle. It offers numerous free materials for practicing spoken English, covering topics such as grammar, daily conversation, travel, work, exam-related discussions, and more. It starts by introducing new vocabulary and example sentences to help you become familiar with how to express yourself in a particular context. Then, it presents various scenarios for you to fill in the blanks, followed by open-ended English questions that require you to answer in English. This practice method avoids the obstacle of not knowing what to say when we are beginners. It provides some guidance, giving you a sense of direction during your practice. Furthermore, the platform offers articles of varying difficulty levels, from beginner to advanced. You can read them out loud, and at the end of each article, there are open-ended questions. Try answering them in English, regardless of whether your response is good or not. This exercise will enhance your reading comprehension and independent speaking abilities. During your practice, consider recording your speech using your phone. Later, you can review your pronunciation and intonation. Number 4 is practice with AI. I understand you might be wondering, what if I don't want to talk to myself and prefer interactive feedback, but still don't want to communicate with people? Give Siri, Google Assistant, or ChatGPT a try. First, set Siri to the English version and engage in conversations with it when you have any inquiries. For example, you can ask Siri, "How's the weather today?" What's good if nearby? Can you tell me a bedtime story? And you can also practice with ChatGPT using the mobile app, which now supports free voice chat functionality. If you are using the web version of ChatGPT and it doesn't support voice conversations, you can follow these steps. Open ChatGPT in the Google Chrome browser. Click the three dots in the upper right corner of the browser. Choose Extensions and select Open Chrome Web Store. Search for ChatGPT Voice. Install the plugin and begin your conversation journal with ChatGPT. Number 5 is keep diaries in English. Expressing your thoughts in English. What you can write, you can speak. Try describing the events of your day in your diary. During this stage, you might make quite a few mistakes. Sometimes you might find it challenging to express a particular sentence, and you'll start to wonder how to phrase it. What should you do? Don't get anxious. Don't criticize yourself. Just write down whatever you can, and then use ChatGPT to check for grammar errors. You can directly send the sentences you've written to it, and it will correct them for you. It will not only tell you where the mistakes are, but also suggest better expressions. Remember this, in the early stage of learning, making numerous mistakes is entirely normal. That's why expressing yourself becomes a valuable tool to test what you've truly retained. So, if you can't remember, confidently look it up. First, check how the correct expression is written, and then, without looking at the translation, write it down. Repeat this process continuously, and you'll remember more firmly. So, that's all for today's video. See you next time. Bye!